Hello YouTube followers and hello dear friends of optical space exploration. Today we go to one of the latest souls. We go to Soul 771 and this soul is really a bummer. This is an original picture of this ridge, and when we go closer we can really clearly see that there is a chained statue on Mars. There is a man, obviously, a man or a humanoid, a humanoid, um, carved out of the bedrock of the sandstone on Mars, and it's fixed with chains. You see here, and you see here going down there on the other side, and even behind his head there's a chain going over to the other side of this ridge, and you can see it's carved out of the bedrock. You may say, yeah, that's a Yardang, but that's no Yardang, because you can clearly see defined features like here the shoulder going to the neck. Here is the upper arm, the lower arm, the hand, and here is the face. You can make out distinct features of this face, but they're all washed away by the sand. It's like a huge sand blower there. The dust devils, in the course of thousand or 100,000 or maybe million of years, they destroy every single feature of this face. You can see the hair, or it's like the Statue of Liberty. It has some star around his head. You can make out primitive features of the face. You can see the muscles, you can see the upper body, you can see the hand, and it's embedded in the bedrock. It's sitting or it's standing up, covered with stone and rubble, but you can clearly see the chains here and here. It's not like a chain on a bicycle. You have to think more about a chain of a bracelet, a very beautiful gold work or silver work, where the links are different, not the same, so they're a little bit huger or smaller. It's a differently. So because when I saw these chains, I immediately thought about Victoria Crater, because half a year ago I made a big story about Victoria Crater. That's my first 3 films of this channel, and if you did not have seen them, check them out, because it's all about chains and connections and about ritual landscape. And I think this also is a ritual landscape on Mars. They buried their dead bodies of their ancestors there, and they linked them together with chains. You see here, you see here, and I got curious and I made a bigger amount of this picture. I show it to you now. So the complete top of the picture I took, and yes, this is the first attempt. I did it with color. What I do, my methods are, I take the channels, I take the RGB channels, and on every channel I try to bring out the best of the picture, and then together they really look quite nice. You see, here is the statue. And you see the chains also. I try to empathize them. You see here chains coming from this side. Actually, I show you the whole lot. You see the chains going all around here, coming from this side, coming here. You see here also some piping or chaining going around in this black area. everywhere there are fixations to these chains. And check out this one here. It's like a pole. It's like a pole was erected here and was lying down in the course of time about the geography of this place. And here is the top of the pole still. I think this is gold, still visible, and it's just lying here. So, but let's go further. I think all this stuff is obfuscated and you just can see a little bit of it. But here it gets really clear. You see here the chain coming around here, going around here, going around on this side to the statue, behind the statue. And I think this guy is looking in this direction. So I think the grave, because you will see, I show you other pictures also. On Mars, they bury the people in a ritual way. So there has to be a square place, like this here, a square place. It has to be a cave or at least a wall in the background. But better is a cave. Maybe the rich people got the caves. You even have here a like a dome over this grave. You have this entrance, and you have here a stone. Usually there's something lying on this stone, like pots or like other stuff, and usually there's a sarcophagus with the dead body inside or outside. It depends. I will show you later. So, and this guy is looking to his grave. This is the guy who is buried in here, and that's maybe he carved it, because the Martians were huge construction guys. They built a lot of things. You can see this guy is looking around this corner to his own grave, and possibly he's lying here mummified or just lying there in a sarcophagus. So, but the chains go on. See, they go on. More of these chains here, here, going all over this rim, going down here. Maybe here's another grave too. Here, you see. Going this way. And there are also chains, like here are links of the chain, here are links of the chain, here are links of the chain, but I did not emphasize them anymore. I think that's a huge picture. That's a big picture here. You see, all around here are these chains with the statues. And now I show you from the same planet Mars, from the other side of the planet, exactly the other side, from Victoria crater. You have this is from Victoria crater, and you also see here, but first maybe I show you the pole again. Look, here's the pole coming from here, laying down on this landscape, and I think this is the same, but from the other side. You see the pole here with the ball on the end. I just emphasize it a little bit. I color it. You see here, I think this is the same pole, but from the other side, like this here. Okay. This is the same pole, I think. Okay. Like this here, but from the other side, this is still standing. And this is Victoria crater, and it's Cape St. Vincent. And you can also see here the fixations of the chains. You will see it in another picture better. Here there were chains all over the place. And if we go to this one, here. I emphasized all the chains that are lying here that I found. You see they're all over the place. They're coming from behind, from the back, going over this crater, and with very delicate pieces of fixation. They are fixated on the crater rim, going down to this. See, there's also a statue, like from a sitting guy. See here, the chain is coming from the back, like here on this sole. You see, it's the same like this, but but from the other side of the planet. You see, here's also a statue. I try to emphasize it also. You cannot really see this one, you know, but you can actually see this one. You can see the huge links of the chain here, all over the place. You have statues here, for example. You have statues. You have here is a guy sitting, looking on his grave. You have platforms where there are bodies. You have the huge links of this chain. You see here going all around this crater. You have a pole. You have a room. You have a statue of a guy here in a different pose. You have a huge, it's a horse. You have other kind of rooms of buildings, structures, here, everywhere. And you have all around this place, you have this huge, see, you see this here? It's all about huge constructions, statues, you name it. Here is a guy sitting, here is a guy standing. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But let's look on the other side. You know, I try to give you the big picture. This is really the big picture. This is Victoria Crater with all his chains. You see, this is Cape St. Verde. This is Cape St. Mary, Cape St. Vincent just behind. And you see all around this crater there are these chains. All around. And I go completely to the other side. And what we find here, more chains and statues. Look here, for example. Here is a statue, also fixed with chains. You see this chain here? See this chain? Or you see this chain? And here is another statue, and here's a chain for it. And here's the sarcophagus. I don't know where the dead body is. Here are pots, like you give the dead people. Here's the wall. There's no cave actually. Maybe this is a little cave here. So I think the cave stuff is for the rich people, and the wall stuff is for the normal people, let's say. Also here another statue of somebody kneeling with one hand up. Here you have another statue. Look, he's climbing up the rope, I mean the chain. Here, see, there's a guy standing. All over this place are chains and statues and constructions. Just to go around this. As I said, in Victoria Crater Secret Hacked Part 1 to 3, I show you all about this crater and how I come to this conclusion. But you see, it's all over the place. Even on the other side of the planet, there's the same thing. Chains, links of the chains, middle pieces of the chain, you know, connected with statues and burial places. So let's check out maybe a little bit here the chains. Let's make it a little bigger so I can paint it for you so you see it better. Another kopieren, let's make it like this. Let's wait. So like this. See, here's the chain coming down here, here, like above the guy, also going down to this here. You see, going down here, going down here. You know, that's the centerpiece of my thesis, is that Mars is completely a ritual landscape, burial ground of the ancestors of these people. Maybe they are our ancestors, maybe they fled before a big catastrophe with their ships to Earth, established a civilization here. I don't know. Look, there's another statue here, linked with the chains. There's, I don't know, I think this is a broad chain going down here, completely obfuscated. There's the pole I told you before. See, the chains going all over the place. Very delicate artwork. See it? Coming down here, going over here, here, and there's a plan. They are laid out in a plan, I think. I don't know. These chains are either burial rites, so it's a ritual for them. It's a symbol for them. Maybe the connection between generations, or I don't know. I don't know the real thing. But maybe I also thought these chains are part of an energy system, you know, because chains are can transport energy, electrical energy, and maybe on various places of this planet, on many places on this planet, all these chains are linked with rods going down under the surface, collecting energy from the planet and bringing it up to the surface. And these chains are actually like electricity transportation cables going all over the place. You know, you just have to stand near them and plug in your electric device, and you have energy because they are getting it from the center of the planet, from the inside of this planet. So I think I made my point clear. Statues, chains, and what is this? And special, for example, what is this here, you know? This is a special place. Maybe this is a closed entrance to the rock. I don't know. You name it. So I was really struck by this idea that I thought on Gale Crater it would be different than in Victoria Crater, for example, because it's on the other side of the planet, you know. So, but it's all the same. They're all chains and links and statues, and of course there's different stuff. But what is remnant on the hilltops or on the crater rims, these are chains and statues. And with this wonderful picture, I leave you today. It's a chained man on Mars. See you in the next picture. Bye bye.